As the years go by, life has a way of picking up speed. The world around us evolves at a dizzying pace, leaving many wondering if they can keep up. It's a shared experience, an unspoken bond among those navigating this stage of life. But what if a few small shifts could transform the journey? What if avoiding some common pitfalls could unlock a life that's not just manageable, but truly fulfilling? That's exactly what we're here to explore. In this video, we'll uncover practical steps to enhance your independence, boost your well-being, and create a life that feels not only secure but deeply rewarding. Together, we'll tackle key challenges: staying connected to others, maintaining health, nurturing a safe home, and keeping finances in check. Stay with us until the end and you'll gain valuable insights that can make all the difference. These golden years are yours to shape, and with the right tools, they can shine brighter than ever. If you haven't yet, join our community by subscribing and turning on notifications. It's the easiest way to stay inspired and informed. And if you find today's tips helpful, sharing this video could help someone else on their journey too. Let's dive in, ready to embrace this stage with optimism and confidence. The best is yet to come. First, mastering the art of recognizing limits. When we dive into demanding tasks, it's tempting to believe we can handle anything. Whether it's rearranging a room or taking on a labor-intensive project, the adrenaline of getting things done can cloud our judgment. Yet, our bodies are not machines. They have limits, and pushing too far can have serious consequences. Understanding these boundaries isn't just about staying safe, it's about thriving in the long run. Physical tasks, especially those involving heavy lifting, can seem straightforward at first. Moving large furniture or loading bulky items may feel manageable initially, but appearances can be deceiving. Without proper technique, rest, or assistance, the risk of injury skyrockets. Over time, repeated strain on muscles and joints can lead to chronic pain or even long-term damage. Recognizing when a task is beyond our capacity isn't a weakness. It's a mark of self-awareness and responsibility. This is why seeking help should be seen as a strength. Calling on others, whether it's friends, family, or professionals, lightens the load both physically and mentally. It prevents unnecessary strain and ensures the job gets done safely. Often, we don't realize how much pressure we've put on ourselves until we're overwhelmed. By sharing the burden, we protect not only our bodies but also our well-being. Equally important is listening to our body's signals. Fatigue, muscle soreness, and discomfort are warning signs, not obstacles to overcome. Ignoring them can lead to cumulative stress, with overexertion creeping in gradually. What starts as a manageable effort can turn into a long-term setback if we don't respect our physical limits. Rest isn't a luxury, it's a necessity for maintaining energy, focus, and overall health. Breaking tasks into smaller, achievable steps can drastically reduce the risk of overexertion. Instead of lifting something heavy in one go, move it incrementally. Instead of powering through without a break, pause to rest and rehydrate. These adjustments may seem minor, but they significantly impact our ability to perform and recover. Small actions, repeated consistently, create big results over time. It's time to let go of the belief that slowing down means falling behind. Pushing ourselves to finish quickly or handle everything alone often leads to mistakes and injuries. True strength lies in knowing when to pause, ask for help, and approach tasks thoughtfully. Prioritizing health and safety isn't just smart, it's essential for long-term success. Second, staying connected is more than a choice, it's essential for a fulfilling life. In a busy, fragmented world, connection grounds us and gives meaning to our experiences. It's not about constant socializing or large, overwhelming gatherings. Instead, small, intentional steps can create the deepest bonds and bring lasting joy. Imagine a weekly call with someone you love. Laughter fills the pauses and stories are shared. Or picture a quiet visit to a local event where familiar faces greet you warmly. These simple acts may seem small, but they carry a powerful impact, reminding us we belong to something greater. Joining a social group or volunteering can also be transformative. We've heard of someone who, with hesitation, started helping at a local shelter. At first, it was unfamiliar, but soon it became the highlight of her week. Through this, she built friendships and found purpose, all from one small decision to step out and engage. Even the smallest efforts can shield us from isolation. A brief conversation, a shared smile, or a kind gesture can rekindle the joy of human connection. These moments, though fleeting, bring meaning and remind us that we're never truly alone. Connection is not just about having company. It's about fully engaging with life. It's about savoring the beauty of shared laughter, warm hugs, and the richness of collective experiences. These moments shape us and remind us that we thrive best when we're with others. The first steps may feel unfamiliar, even difficult. But the rewards, a sense of belonging, shared joy, and the warmth of companionship, are immeasurable. Life's truest beauty lies in the relationships we nurture and the memories we create together. 3. The power of prioritizing mental health. Mental health is often the quiet foundation that supports everything else in our lives. We tend to focus so much on physical health, exercising, eating right, staying fit, that we forget our emotional well-being deserves the same level of care. But the truth is, our mental state influences our every decision, relationship, and experience. When we invest in our emotional health, we're giving ourselves the tools to navigate life with balance and resilience. Living alone can amplify feelings of isolation and emotional strain. While solitude offers moments of peace, it can also bring about loneliness, especially when the weight of thoughts and emotions grows heavier. In these times, it's easy to fall into the trap of keeping things bottled up inside, thinking we can handle it on our own. But that's not always the case. Our emotions are valid, and addressing them head-on is crucial to maintaining mental clarity and peace. Speaking up is often the first step toward healing. It doesn't matter if it's a close friend, a family member, or a professional therapist. Talking about what's going on inside can be an incredibly freeing experience. When we open up, we invite healing and perspective. We may feel vulnerable at first, but that vulnerability is what leads to strength. Sharing our thoughts and feelings is an act of courage, not weakness, and it's a crucial part of caring for ourselves. Taking care of our mental health is not just another item to check off a to-do list. It's an essential form of self-compassion. We often think of self-care as something external, like treating ourselves to a spa day or going on vacation. But true self-care begins within. It's about being kind to our minds, nurturing our emotional well-being, and creating a space where we feel safe and understood. When we take time for ourselves in this way, we are investing in our ability to cope with life's challenges. This kind of emotional care isn't a one-time fix. It's a lifelong commitment. It's about building habits that support our mental health day after day. Whether it's journaling, practicing mindfulness, engaging in therapy, or simply spending quality time with those who uplift us, these small actions add up. By consistently nurturing our mental state, we build a foundation of emotional resilience that strengthens us over time. When we make mental health a priority, the benefits ripple through all aspects of our lives. We become better listeners, more empathetic friends, and more present partners. We approach challenges with a clear mind and a calm heart, able to find solutions with greater ease. Most importantly, we open the door to living life to its fullest. When we feel emotionally healthy, we can embrace each moment with confidence and joy, knowing that our well-being is a treasure worth protecting. 4. A gentle reminder to prioritize health. Let this serve as a meaningful reminder. Never postpone your well-being. Time moves swiftly, and what we delay today may become a challenge tomorrow. Health demands attention, not just during moments of illness but as part of our daily lives. By taking small, consistent actions, we build a foundation for long-term vitality and resilience. We can start with simple steps that fit seamlessly into our routines. Writing down reminders in a notebook or setting alerts on a phone ensures nothing important slips through the cracks. These tools may seem minor, but they act as steady guides, helping us stay accountable to ourselves. Consistency transforms small habits into powerful anchors for our health. A daily walk is one of the most underrated yet effective habits we can adopt. Picture stepping outside, feeling the gentle warmth of sunlight on your face, and inhaling the crisp, refreshing air. With each step, there's a sense of renewal, a connection to the world around us, and a moment of calm amidst life's busyness. Walking isn't just exercise, It's an opportunity to reflect, reset, and recharge. Here are some valuable tips for integrating walking into your daily routine, making it an even more rewarding habit. 1. Walk with purpose. Set intentions. Rather than walking aimlessly, try setting a specific purpose for your walk. Whether it's to clear your mind, get some exercise, or reflect on a problem, having a clear intention can make your walk more meaningful. Focus on your breathing, take in your surroundings, and enjoy the act of walking. This mindfulness can increase the benefits, turning your walk into both physical exercise and mental rejuvenation. 2. Walk with a friend or family member. Invite a friend, partner, or family member to walk with you. This adds a social element to your routine and provides an opportunity for conversation and connection. Walking together can make the activity feel less like a workout and more like quality time. It's also a great way to strengthen relationships while improving your health together. 3. Explore new routes. Keep your walks interesting by varying your route. Instead of walking the same path every day, explore different neighborhoods, parks, or nature trails. Changing your scenery adds excitement, prevents boredom, and keeps you engaged in the activity. Discovering new places can feel like an adventure, making walking a delightful and refreshing part of your day. 4. Add intervals for a challenge. To increase the intensity of your walk without running or overexerting yourself, incorporate intervals. Alternate between walking briskly for 30 seconds and a slower pace for a few minutes. This simple approach can help boost your cardiovascular fitness, burn more calories, and make the walk feel like a more effective workout. Gradually, you can increase the duration of the brisk intervals as your stamina improves. 5. Listen to podcasts or audiobooks. Make your walks even more enriching by listening to something stimulating like a podcast or audiobook. Whether it's a motivational speaker, a self-help guide, or a fascinating story, this can enhance your mental stimulation while walking. The combination of exercise and learning can elevate the experience, allowing you to use your walking time to grow or escape into a different world. 6. Focus on breathing. While walking, focus on your breathing to enhance relaxation and oxygenate your body. Try deep belly breathing, inhaling through your nose for 4 counts, holding for 2, and exhaling through your mouth for 6 counts. This rhythm helps you relax, reduces stress, and brings more energy into your body. Concentrating on your breath while walking can make the activity feel like a mini meditation. 7. Dress for comfort and weather. To make walking enjoyable, ensure you're dressed appropriately for the weather and the terrain. Wear comfortable shoes that support your feet and avoid soreness, and choose lightweight, moisture-wicking clothes for warm days or layers for colder months. If it's rainy or snowy, consider waterproof clothing or shoes to keep you dry and comfortable. Dressing properly removes barriers to walking, ensuring you're ready to enjoy the experience no matter the season. By following these additional tips, you can make walking a richer, more enjoyable part of your daily routine. Whether for relaxation, fitness, or social connection, these practices ensure that each walk offers more than just physical benefits. They offer an opportunity for growth, enjoyment, and peace. Incorporating gentle stretches into our day can be equally transformative. These movements, though simple, release tension, improve flexibility, and encourage mindfulness. Imagine taking a few quiet minutes to stretch, feeling the tightness in your muscles ease as your body thanks you for the care. Such moments may appear small, but they hold immense value over time. It's essential to view these habits not as chores but as investments in ourselves. Small acts like walking, stretching, or jotting down reminders are bricks in the path toward a healthier, more balanced life. They don't require grand gestures or hours of effort, just a commitment to show up for ourselves daily. Over time, these actions compound, delivering benefits that extend beyond the physical. They nurture our mental clarity, emotional well-being, and sense of inner peace. By embracing these simple yet profound habits, we create a life where health becomes a steady companion, enabling us to enjoy the richness of each day. 5. Your health, a lifelong commitment. Our neighbor, Lucas, was the kind of person everyone admired. In his late 50s, he lived alone, stayed active, and was always ready with a joke or a helping hand. From the outside, he seemed in perfect health, rarely mentioning any concerns about his well-being. "I feel fine, so why bother with doctors?" he would often say when asked about checkups. For years, Lucas stuck to this mindset, brushing off occasional aches or fatigue as just part of getting older. It wasn't until one afternoon when he struggled to catch his breath after climbing a short flight of stairs that he began to question whether something might be wrong. Still, he hesitated, convinced it wasn't serious enough to warrant a visit to the doctor. Months later, during a casual conversation with another neighbor who happened to be a retired nurse, Lucas shared his ongoing symptoms. She gently urged him to see a doctor, emphasizing the importance of not ignoring signs like shortness of breath. Reluctantly, Lucas made an appointment, expecting a quick explanation and a clean bill of health. The diagnosis shocked him: early signs of heart disease. The doctor explained that while his condition was still manageable, delaying care any longer could have led to more severe complications. Lucas was shaken but grateful for the chance to make changes before it was too late. Determined to turn his life around, Lucas embraced a healthier lifestyle. He started walking daily, revamped his diet, and took his medication diligently. More importantly, he committed to regular checkups and monitoring his health, realizing that staying proactive was the key to maintaining his independence. Today, Lucas often shares his story with others, reminding them to listen to their bodies and never delay seeking medical advice. His experience serves as a powerful testament to the value of taking even minor symptoms seriously. It's a lesson in how quick action and small, consistent efforts can preserve not just health but also the freedom to live life on your terms. Living alone can create an illusion of ease, where routines feel optional and health concerns seem distant. Without someone nearby to notice subtle changes or prompt us to act, it's easy to let small responsibilities slide. Daily habits like taking vitamins or scheduling a checkup can quietly fall through the cracks. This becomes more concerning with age, as those minor lapses can compound into significant challenges. Health isn't just about avoiding illness, it's about sustaining the freedom to live fully. Neglecting it, even unintentionally, can lead to lost opportunities and diminished independence. When there's no one to remind us of appointments or encourage preventive care, the responsibility rests entirely on us. This shift demands not just effort but also a mindset of vigilance and accountability. Consider the story of a man who postponed his medical visits for months, always thinking there would be time later. What began as small, manageable concerns eventually grew into more complex issues. By the time he sought help, his options were limited, and his regret was deep. His experience is a powerful reminder that ignoring health today can steal peace of mind tomorrow. Staying healthy doesn't have to feel overwhelming. Simple, consistent actions can make a world of difference. Set alarms for medication, use a calendar for appointments, or lean on technology to track your well-being. These tools act as safeguards, ensuring that no detail is overlooked. Building these habits now can prevent unnecessary challenges later, preserving both physical and mental strength. Self-awareness is another crucial piece of the puzzle. Paying attention to how we feel, recognizing patterns, and acting quickly when something seems off can save us from avoidable difficulties. Treat each symptom or concern as a prompt to investigate, not ignore. A proactive attitude ensures we stay in control, maintaining our health before problems escalate. Here are 5 daily practices to help you maintain your lifelong commitment to health and well-being. 1. Start with a morning check-in. Use this moment to set small, achievable goals for the day. Whether it's drinking more water, completing a workout, or scheduling a health appointment, identifying specific tasks keeps you focused and motivated. 2. Foster mental resilience. Dedicate time to mental well-being through meditation, journaling, or practicing gratitude. Write down 3 things you're thankful for each day. This strengthens emotional health and helps you approach challenges with a positive mindset. 3. Stay socially connected. Make an effort to call, text, or meet a friend or family member daily. Social interaction boosts mental and emotional health, helping you feel supported and engaged. Even a brief chat can make a difference. 4. Learn something new. Dedicate a portion of your day to learning, whether it's reading an article, practicing a skill, or watching an educational video. Keeping your mind active enhances cognitive health and keeps life interesting. 5. Protect your physical environment. Spend a few minutes decluttering or tidying up your space. A clean and organized environment reduces stress and fosters a sense of control, supporting your mental and physical well-being. By layering these practices with the previous ones, you create a well-rounded approach to sustaining health and happiness throughout your life. Our health is a resource, one that requires care and consistency to protect. By prioritizing it, we secure not just our physical well-being but also the freedom to pursue what matters most to us. Every effort, no matter how small, contributes to a stronger, more resilient future. Let's make the commitment today, because the benefits of caring for ourselves are worth every moment we invest. Next, let's explore something that often creeps into our lives unnoticed: the quiet drift toward isolation. It happens so subtly that we rarely see it coming. A missed gathering here, a postponed visit there, and suddenly the days stretch out without the connections that once filled them with color. What begins as a choice to step back for rest or reflection can gradually become a habit of staying away. Over time, this silence, once comforting, takes on a different tone, emptier, heavier, and harder to escape. We've seen this story unfold countless times. People who once thrived in vibrant communities find themselves withdrawing from the world. Friendships fade not out of conflict but neglect. Family ties loosen as schedules clash or conversations dwindle. Even the activities that used to spark joy seem to lose their allure. It's a slow unraveling, not dramatic but deeply impactful, leaving many to wonder how they ended up so far from where they began. The consequences of this isolation run deeper than loneliness. It affects our mental and emotional well-being in profound ways. Without connection, the days can feel repetitive, lacking meaning or direction. Purpose fades when there's no one to share our stories, celebrate our victories, or even notice our struggles. The walls that shielded us from the noise of the world start to feel like barriers, locking us away from the richness of shared experiences. Yet this isn't a path we have to stay on. There's always a way back to connection, even if it feels distant. It starts with small, deliberate actions. A friendly message, a spontaneous visit, or even a walk in a crowded park can reignite the spark of belonging. Each step forward, no matter how minor, becomes a bridge to something greater. A reminder that the world is still full of opportunities to connect and share. Our best friend Mark was the life of every gathering. He had an effortless charm, a quick wit, and a knack for making everyone feel like they belonged. Whether it was a casual barbecue or a big event, Mark was the one organizing it, bringing people together with his enthusiasm. But life, as it often does, began to throw challenges his way. A demanding new job, the end of a long-term relationship, and the pressures of caring for an aging parent started to weigh heavily on him. At first, we didn't notice anything unusual. Mark skipped a couple of dinners and canceled plans at the last minute, blaming work deadlines. It wasn't until the weeks turned into months that we realized how much he'd withdrawn. His cheerful texts became sporadic. His once frequent social media posts disappeared. When we called, he rarely picked up, and when he did, his voice lacked the energy we were used to hearing. One Friday evening, a few of us decided to check on him in person. We showed up at his apartment unannounced, unsure of what to expect. When Mark opened the door, he looked surprised and exhausted. The normally tidy space was cluttered, the lights dim. He invited us in, hesitating as though unsure if he still knew how to host. As we sat down, he admitted he hadn't meant to cut us off, but that life had felt overwhelming. It was easier, he said, to retreat than to try explaining everything he was going through. That night, we didn't pry. We simply talked, laughed, and caught up on everything and nothing. Mark's initial awkwardness melted as the evening went on. Before we left, we suggested meeting for brunch the following weekend, and to our relief, he agreed. Over the weeks that followed, those small gatherings became a lifeline for him. Each time we saw a little more of the Mark we knew and loved return. As he reconnected with us, he began to branch out in other ways. He joined a community cycling group, something he'd always talked about but never pursued. He started sharing updates again, posting photos of his rides and the new friends he was making. One day he told us how close he had come to feeling completely disconnected, and how grateful he was that we hadn't given up on him. Mark's story reminded us how easy it is for someone, even the most vibrant among us, to slip into isolation when life feels overwhelming. But it also showed us how much of a difference simple gestures can make. A visit, an invitation, a steady reminder that they're not forgotten. Mark's journey back to connection wasn't just about reclaiming his happiness. It was a reminder to all of us to hold on tightly to the people we care about, even when they start to pull away. The beauty of reconnecting lies in its transformative power. A single conversation can brighten a week. A shared laugh can reignite old bonds. Even brief encounters with strangers can remind us of the joy in human interaction. The effort may feel daunting at first, but the rewards are immediate and profound, breathing life into what once felt stagnant. Life is meant to be shared. It's in the exchange of ideas, the warmth of companionship, and the creation of memories that we find true fulfillment. Solitude has its place, but it should never be the defining feature of our days. Beyond the walls we build around ourselves lies a world eager to embrace us, if only we take the first step to reach for it. If you found yourself in this situation, try to start by setting achievable goals that push you gently out of your comfort zone. It doesn't need to be a big leap. Even small steps can make a difference. The first step is acknowledging that it's okay to feel this way and that change is possible. One activity that can be both refreshing and revitalizing is attending local events. Look for community events that interest you, like farmers markets, art shows, music performances, or public lectures. These can provide a perfect blend of activity and social exposure without the pressure of one-on-one interaction. You can choose to observe, or if you feel comfortable, engage in light conversations with fellow attendees. Taking up a creative hobby can also work wonders. Whether it's painting, writing, playing an instrument, or trying out photography, creative outlets are not only fulfilling but can lead to joining classes or groups of like-minded people. Many community centers offer workshops where you can meet new faces and share experiences, sparking connections that grow over time. Joining online communities centered around your interests can be a good starting point too. From forums and social media groups to virtual book clubs or classes, the internet offers endless ways to engage in conversations and find people who share your passions. If you feel ready, consider transitioning these virtual interactions into in-person meetups or activities when the time feels right. Make self-care a priority and pair it with social activities. For example, try going to a fitness class or yoga session at a gym or a local community center. Not only will you benefit from physical activity, which boosts mental health, but you'll also be surrounded by others who are there for similar reasons. Many fitness classes or hobby-based workshops start with a brief, friendly check-in, which can be an easy way to introduce yourself to others. Lastly, don't underestimate the power of the little gestures. Smile at the cashier, chat with a barista, or engage in small talk with your neighbor. These interactions may seem minor, but they remind you that you're part of a larger social fabric. And sometimes the people you meet in these fleeting moments can surprise you, leading to unexpected friendships or regular exchanges that add a touch of connection to your day. Remember, the goal is to find activities and opportunities that feel comfortable yet encourage you to reach out and participate. Over time, these steps will help lift the weight of isolation and infuse your days with a sense of belonging and joy. 7. Let's take a closer look at the concept of safety through a deeply moving story. A woman found herself holding tightly to her late husband's belongings, unable to let them go. His clothes hung in the closet, his papers filled the drawers, and his personal mementos were carefully preserved. Each item was a piece of him, a connection to the life they had shared. To her, parting with these possessions felt like losing him all over again, as if each object carried the weight of their memories and love. Over time, however, she began to feel overwhelmed. The house, once a place of warmth and comfort, became a heavy reminder of her loss. Everywhere she turned, she was confronted by the past, making it difficult to move forward. She realized that by clinging to so many physical reminders, she wasn't just preserving his memory, she was also trapping herself in her grief. Her home, filled with love, had become a space that held her back from healing. This realization was both painful and liberating. Recognizing that she couldn't continue this way, she reached out to her children. Together, they decided it was time to sort through the past. The process was daunting. Each item told a story, evoking emotions that ranged from joy to sorrow. Yet, with the support of her family, she found the strength to confront her feelings. They encouraged her to keep what truly mattered, the things that carried his essence, not just his presence. Slowly, she learned that it wasn't the quantity of possessions that kept his memory alive but the meaning behind them. As they worked through each room, she experienced a flood of emotions. Some days were harder than others. Letting go of certain items felt like saying goodbye all over again, yet with each decision she began to feel lighter. Her children reminded her that memories live in the heart, not in things. This perspective helped her shift her focus from loss to gratitude. She started to see her husband's legacy in the love and support of her family, not just in the objects that filled her home. With every box packed and every item donated, her home began to change. The spaces that once felt crowded and suffocating became open and inviting. Sunlight poured into rooms that had felt dark for too long. She noticed a difference not only in her surroundings but also in herself. The air seemed fresher and her heart felt less burdened. By letting go of the physical weight, she made room for emotional growth and new beginnings. In the end, her journey was about more than just clearing out a house. It was about reclaiming her life and finding a sense of peace she hadn't felt in years. She discovered that true safety comes from within, from embracing the past while allowing space for the future. Her story is a powerful reminder that letting go is not about forgetting but about making room for healing, love, and the possibilities ahead. Number 8. Embracing technology for a safer, more connected life. In today's world, technology touches nearly every aspect of our lives. Yet, many people shy away from it, believing it's too complicated or unnecessary. However, by avoiding even basic technological tools, we risk missing out on opportunities that can significantly enhance our daily routines. Understanding and using simple devices can make a tremendous difference, especially when it comes to safety and staying connected. Smartphones, for instance, are no longer just gadgets for the tech-savvy. They have become essential tools for communication, navigation, and even emergency support. With features like GPS tracking, instant messaging, and emergency contact options, smartphones offer more than just convenience. They provide a lifeline in critical situations. Learning to use them effectively isn't just about keeping up with trends. It's about prioritizing personal safety and independence. Medical alert systems are another crucial technological advancement that should not be overlooked. These devices offer peace of mind to both users and their loved ones. In emergencies, a simple press of a button can summon immediate help, reducing response times and potentially saving lives. For individuals living alone or managing health conditions, these systems are invaluable. They blend simplicity with reliability, ensuring that help is always within reach. Avoiding technology often stems from a fear of complexity. However, many devices today are designed with user-friendliness in mind. Tutorials, user guides, and support systems make it easier than ever to learn the basics. Embracing these resources allows us to overcome initial hesitations and build confidence in our abilities, leading to greater autonomy and a stronger sense of security. By integrating technology into our lives, we strengthen our connections with the world around us. Whether it's checking in with family, accessing vital health information, or staying informed, these tools keep us engaged and informed. Technology doesn't have to be intimidating. Instead, it can serve as a bridge that connects us to a broader, more supportive community. 9. Emergency preparedness. A key to living alone with confidence. When living alone, being prepared for emergencies isn't just wise, it's essential. Unexpected situations like power outages, medical crises, or natural disasters can turn a calm day into a whirlwind of panic. Without anyone to lean on, the weight of these moments falls squarely on our shoulders. However, by taking proactive steps, we can shift from feeling vulnerable to being confidently in control, ensuring safety and peace of mind. Consider the story of a man caught in a severe winter storm that paralyzed his entire town. Power lines went down, plunging the area into darkness for days. Initially, he thought he could ride it out as he had with minor inconveniences before. But this time was different. His phone battery died, leaving him cut off from communication. With no backup lighting, he spent long nights enveloped in isolation and fear. That experience was a harsh wake-up call, prompting him to take emergency preparedness seriously. After the ordeal, he didn't just recover, he transformed his approach to safety. He invested in practical solutions: a portable charger to stay connected, battery-operated lights to chase away the dark, and a stockpile of essential supplies. These simple yet powerful changes gave him peace of mind, knowing he could handle whatever came next. His story serves as a reminder that preparation isn't about paranoia, it's about resilience and readiness. For those of us living alone, preparing for emergencies is more than a responsibility, it's a form of self-care. Taking the time to plan ahead reduces anxiety and enhances our overall sense of security. A well-prepared emergency kit becomes a safety net in moments when everything else feels uncertain. From non-perishable food and bottled water to medications and a first aid kit, every item we gather is a step toward reclaiming control in chaotic situations. Staying connected is also vital. Keeping our phones charged is more than a convenience, it's a lifeline. A portable power bank ensures we're never left in the dark, literally or figuratively. Additionally, having a clear list of emergency contacts within reach can make all the difference during critical moments, whether we need help or need to offer it. 10. Sentimental clutter is more than just objects, it's a connection to our past. These items hold memories, emotions, and moments we fear losing. Yet holding on to everything isn't sustainable. Instead of feeling trapped by the weight of it all, we can shift our perspective. It's not about discarding our past but about choosing what we want to carry forward. This shift allows us to embrace the memories that truly matter while creating space for what's to come. Start by acknowledging the emotional pull these items have on you. Each piece tells a story, but not all stories need a physical reminder. Choose a few that speak most deeply to your heart, those that evoke a smile, a tear, or a cherished moment. For the rest, consider preserving their essence in a different way. A photo can capture the memory without the need to hold on to the physical item. This approach honors the sentiment while lightening the load. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting, it means choosing how to remember. By intentionally keeping a select few items, we create a personal narrative that feels meaningful. We're not erasing history, we're curating it. Each piece we keep serves a purpose, reminding us of who we are and where we've been. The rest can be released, knowing that memories don't live in objects but in our hearts and minds. Physical clutter often mirrors emotional weight. Every item we cling to out of obligation or fear adds to our mental burden. When we clear these objects, we clear our minds. There's a noticeable sense of relief that comes from an open, organized space. It's not just about tidying up, it's about finding emotional freedom. We're giving ourselves permission to breathe easier, think clearer, and feel lighter. Imagine a home filled only with the items that truly bring you joy. There's a sense of calm that comes from walking into a room where every object has meaning. It's not about having less, it's about having what matters. By letting go of the excess, we create a space that feels intentional and peaceful. We're not burdened by things we don't need, but uplifted by the memories we choose to keep close. This process isn't just about clearing space, it's about transformation. We're reshaping our relationship with the past, present, and future. By releasing what no longer serves us, we open ourselves to new possibilities. Our homes become a reflection of our journey, filled with items that inspire joy and memories that bring comfort. In letting go, we gain more than just space, we gain clarity, peace, and the freedom to move forward. Number 11. Poor nutrition. Our daily choices in food play a crucial role in our overall health. Skipping meals or relying too heavily on processed foods can have a significant impact on our physical and mental well-being. When we neglect proper nutrition, we risk compromising our energy levels, mood, and even cognitive function. Eating balanced meals consistently is essential for maintaining a strong and healthy body. A diet that includes fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein helps fuel the body with the necessary vitamins and minerals. These nutrients are vital for cell repair, immune function, and muscle development. Processed foods, though convenient, often lack the nutrients our bodies need. They are typically high in unhealthy fats, refined sugars, and artificial additives. Regular consumption of these can lead to weight gain, increased risk of chronic diseases and digestive issues. We not only nourish our bodies but also support our minds. Nutrient-rich meals enhance focus, memory, and overall mental clarity. Fresh produce such as berries, leafy greens, and citrus provides antioxidants that protect the brain from oxidative stress. Protein is another essential component of a well-rounded diet. It supports muscle repair, hormone production, and immune health. Including lean sources of protein like chicken, fish, tofu, or legumes ensures we are giving our bodies the building blocks they need to thrive. Number 12. Unsafe living conditions. Our home is meant to be a place of comfort and safety. Yet, we often overlook the small details that ensure it stays that way. It's easy to forget how essential regular maintenance is. We can't afford to ignore the condition of our living space. Unsafe environments can cause unnecessary risks. The goal should always be to create a secure and pleasant atmosphere. One area that demands our attention is household appliances. These devices are in constant use, so they naturally wear out over time. A malfunctioning fridge, a stove that won't light, or an old washing machine can all pose hidden dangers. For example, faulty wiring in an appliance can cause electrical fires, while leaks might lead to water damage. Regular inspections help keep everything in top shape and avoid any surprises. Heating systems are another vital concern. When the temperature drops, the last thing we want is a broken heater. Not only does a malfunctioning heater leave us cold, but it can also be dangerous. Systems that haven't been serviced in years may cause carbon monoxide buildup, a deadly risk we often don't notice until it's too late. Routine maintenance ensures your heating works efficiently and safely, especially in winter. Security is a key element in maintaining a safe home. Strong locks on doors and windows are our first line of defense. Over time, locks can become faulty or worn out, making them easier to break. It's essential to replace old, damaged locks and check that everything is secure. A small effort now can prevent larger security issues in the future, ensuring peace of mind. Water systems also need regular attention. Leaks may start as a small inconvenience but can escalate quickly. Water damage is one of the most insidious threats to any home. A slow leak behind a wall can cause mold to grow, which can trigger allergies or respiratory problems. Keeping plumbing systems in check by repairing leaks early helps protect both the structure and the health of those living in the home. Lastly, we can't forget the integrity of the building itself. Cracks in walls or ceilings might seem harmless, but they can indicate deeper structural problems. The foundation is the base of your home, and any shifts can cause serious damage. Checking for signs of wear or weakness in the structure can help prevent larger, costlier repairs down the line.